Hi, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm so excited about this week's coaching topic because today we're going to be talking about how to gain clarity. And so we're going to jump right on in because I could not wait to share this with you. So number one, you want to assume 100% responsibility for your own level of clarity. Now, how many percentages did I say? I said 100%. I didn't say 50%. I didn't say 60, 70, or 80. I said 100%. Okay? Clarity isn't something that comes from an outside source. It doesn't. Clarity isn't a matter of luck. Clarity is what you create for yourself. It's what I create for myself. Clarity is a decision. Whatever degree of clarity you're experiencing right now is what you've decided to create. If you want more clarity, then it's time to get serious about what it is that you want. It's not going to happen unless you make it happen. Period, point blank. I can't make it happen for you. Your significant other can't make it happen for you. Your children can't. Only you can make it happen for you. Number two, stop creating the opposite of what you want. If you want to experience more clarity, you must disengage yourself from that which has an adverse effect on your clarity. Get rid of negative people and negative things in your life. I can't tell you how many people I know right now that have negative people, at least one person in their lives. And my question is always the same. Why do you hold on to them? Why do you keep them around? You can love them, just love them from a distance. I'm not saying don't love them. So here's some things that you need to keep. Here's some things that keep you from finding clarity. Three things. Number one, hanging out with unfocused people who move along with no direction. Number two, numbing your mind and emotions with junk food, alcohol, and other addictions. And number three, whining about your lack of certainty or complaining that you don't know what to do. Here are some things that you should be doing. Three to be exact. So you should be hanging out with clear focused people who can tell you their purpose and direction. Notice what I said. That can tell you what their purpose and direction is. Not tell you what yours is, because they can't tell you what yours is. Only you can do that, but they can share theirs. Number two, feed your mind with inspirational and motivational things. And number three, think about your goals and the next actions that you can take today. Notice I didn't say tomorrow, I didn't say next week, I didn't say next month, and I certainly didn't say next year. Think about actions that you can take today. Number three, use visualization to create the clarity you want. I love the whole thinking thought process behind I can't even speak today. Visualization. I've always said that if I can visualize something, I can make it happen. And that's what I do whenever I set my mind to doing something. So clarity is more than just a feeling. There's an emotional state associated with it, but it's more than that. Clarity is a certain vibe. When you're really clear, you can sense that vibe through every cell of your being. Your mind and emotions are centered. Every part of you is on the same page. There's no doubt or uncertainty. There is a powerful state of being to experience. So this is what I want you to do. You can hit pause and do it, or you can do it after you finish watching this video. But I want you to sit quietly for a few minutes and imagine what your surroundings would look like if you were really clear about your direction in life right now. Imagine the people and the circumstances that would be in your reality. Imagine how you dress, how you move, and how you communicate with other people. And let's go a few steps further. I want you to imagine, and I want you to think about not only what you see, but what do you hear? Do you hear birds in the distance? Do you hear downtown traffic at rush hour? Do you hear birds chirping? What do you hear? What do you smell? I want you to take in all of that. And then if you have your journal, because we talked about keeping a journal, I want you to write in your journal everything that you just visualized. Write it down, and I want you to revisit that every day. Number four, ask for help. Help is available when you need it, so take advantage of it. Ask someone who's clear. Now, let me say that one more time. Ask someone who's clear. Not someone that's unfocused, but someone who's clear about their path to assist you. Again, assist you, not trying to tell you what you need to do. You can seek the help or support of a life coach to help you see the big picture. As a life coach, what I can tell you is I will sit with you and we're going to put pen to paper to figure out how to help you get clear. What I will not do is tell you how to get focused and to get clear and what to gain clarity on, because only you know that. A life coach can help you draw out and validate the right path for you, but I cannot, like I said, create that path for you. That is your responsibility. I cannot create that for you, nor can you create it for me, but I can help you figure it out. Number 5, put your goals in writing and review them daily. I just said writing in your journal, right? So writing down your goals pushes you to make them clear and more precise. It's easy for a goal to remain fuzzy when it's only in your mind, but if it's stuck in your head and you can't even write it down, it's more of a fantasy than a goal. Putting your goal in writing is the first key action step toward making it real. You know, a lot of times I've said I wanted to do something and I had it in my mind, but I didn't write it down on paper. And like I just read, it's a fantasy. When I put it on paper, that's because now I'm ready to make this thing happen. I'm ready to make this thing work, to take it to the next level. But as long as it's just in my head, it's just something I'm thinking about doing. Now, Jack Canfield recommends the practice of writing your goals on index cards. And he says put one goal per card. And then you want to flip through the cards and imagine each goal as real when you first wake up in the morning and again before you go to bed. And this is an excellent habit for you to get into doing. So again, no matter how many goals you have, you only have one goal, that's great. If you have 10 goals, that's wonderful. If you've got 20 goals or more, so be it. Write those goals on an index card, and then every morning. Now, let me be clear. Okay? Every morning after you get up and you thank God for watching over you during the night, and ask him to bless your day and all that you're going to do, then I want you to flip through your index cards and go through your goals. Read through every single one of them. And then when you get home at night, after you say your prayers, go through those index cards again and read through every single one of them. And I want you to do that every single day until you have accomplished the goals. So let's say you have 5 goals, right? And so every day you get up and you flip through those index cards, all 5 of them, every day. And just by chance, the goal on that 3rd card, you've accomplished it. So now you're going to take that card out of the rotation. So now you only have 4 index cards. And you start the process again. You read through each of those 4 cards every day, every morning, every night before you go to bed. Guess what? Now you've completed the 5th thing in that stack of index cards. So now you're down to 3 goals. All 3 of those twice a day until you have each and every goal accomplished in the stack of index cards, okay? And it's not that hard to do. I've always believed that if I keep my goals where I can see them, which is why as I'm looking across the room, my goal book, that's why I keep that book, because I take it with me every day. Every day I get on the train. Now, I don't do it in the mornings when I get up, and that's only because I'm one of these people, I like to snooze, okay? I cannot get out the bed if I have not snoozed at least 2 times. On a good day, which would be a Monday and a Friday, I might have to do it 3 times. So when I jump up, I'm thanking God for waking me up and watching over me and my family through the night. I've got to jump in the shower. I've got to get myself together so I can get out the house and get to work on time. But once I get on the subway, because I take the train to work, I can now go through my goal book. And then at night before I go to bed, I can do the same thing. So Jack Canfield says index cards, which I think is great, and I will be getting some. But I also have my goal book, which serves as the same thing. Okay. Now, number 6, last but not least, stick with one primary goal at a time. The biggest way to burn yourself out is if, like I said, you have those 5 index cards and you're trying to accomplish all 5 of these things at one time. It's not going to work. You're going to burn yourself out. You're going to get frustrated because you're doing too much. Not only that, those 5 goals need individual and specific attention. Focus on one at a time. I'm not going to tell you what order in which to do it, because only you know how important those goals are to you, and only you know how you want to accomplish those goals. Maybe you don't have a set way. I don't know, but that's something that you have to choose. So if you have a lot of goals, it's easy to fall into the trap of jumping around between different goals and making little progress on any of them. If you want to actually achieve a goal, focus on one key goal until it's achieved. Then move on to another goal. This is what top achievers are doing. Having too many competing goals will simply scatter your energies, and that is so true. Okay, so now I will say this. Sometimes you can have. Sometimes your goals can overlap. Okay, so if, let's say, for instance, my goal is to record 5 videos for the week, and it's also to finish proofing an ebook that I'm working on. Sometimes those goals will overlap because when I do my videos, as you may or may not know, I do them all in one setting. So I get them done. So there's nothing that says that this week I can't focus on getting my videos recorded as well as editing a document. So sometimes your goals may overlap. And it also could be that goal A, you're waiting for something, and so until you get that something, you can't close out goal A. So while you're waiting on goal A, you go ahead and start on goal B. You see what I'm saying? And then once you get the closure for goal A, now you can close that out and focus solely on B. And again, sometimes you may be waiting on something for B, so go ahead and start C. And then once you get B, put C to the side, close out B, and then move that to the side and focus only on C. You get where I'm going with this, right? So typically I would say one goal at a time, unless for some reason they overlap. And now also, let me say this too, because sometimes your goals may be intertwined with one another. So it may be that in order to achieve goal A, you've got to do goal B as well. Very rarely would that happen, but sometimes it will. So you'll know how to handle that. So let me do a quick recap for you, and I promise I'll let you be. So again, today we talked about how to get clarity. So number one was assume 100% responsibility for your own level of clarity. Don't put it in somebody else's hands to help you gain clarity. It is yours and yours alone. A life coach can help you. A good friend can help you. A mentor can help you. But it is yours and yours alone. Number two, stop creating the opposite of what you want. We talked about things that keep you from finding clarity and things that you should be doing. Number three, use visualization to create the clarity that you want. Number four, ask for help. Never be afraid to ask for help. You know that old saying, the only dumb question is the one that you didn't ask. Always ask for help when you need it. Number five, put your goals in writing and review them every day. Every morning when you wake up, every night when you go to bed, and if you feel so inclined, you can do it in the middle of the day as well. Number five, put your goals in writing and I'm sorry, I said that, didn't I? Number five, again, put your goals in writing and review them daily. And Jack Canfield recommends using the index card method for putting your goals down. And last but not least, stick with one primary goal at a time. Notice I said primary goal because I talked about how sometimes your goals can overlap and, fall into something else that you're working on. So that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for my newest subscribers. Thank you so much for those of you that continue to support me. I love you guys to the moon and back. You know I don't use that term loosely. As always, I always want to put it out there that if there's something that you want me to talk about, please feel free to let me know. You can email me, coachingwithmichellea@gmail.com. You can go to my website, speaklifecoachinggroup.org, and leave me a note about a topic that you want me to talk about, because this channel is for you. And I want to talk about the things that are relevant to you. I want to talk about the things that matter to you. Now, I come up with topics, of course, but I also wanted to make sure I'm talking about things that that will help you in your everyday life as well. So again, that's all I have. I want you guys to find clarity. Please, please, please use this week to find clarity, get it written down, and start working towards achieving the goals that you have set for yourself. I love you guys so, so much, and we'll talk again next week. Until then, take care.